From drama causing fans to unalive themselves, to EDP almost being hired to the Super Mario Logan channel, these are 8 of SML's controversies that nobody seems to talk about. Starting with the SML Patreon, which ended up being a disaster, scamming fans out of thousands of dollars. In 2017, Logan was demonetized and down in the dumps, making no money off of YouTube. So he came up with an idea to set up a Patreon page, where he would go on to offer a variety of different rewards for paying a certain amount of money each month, with the first tier being $1 where you would get nothing, and the second tier was $5 for exclusive news and announcements. But he actually delivered on these promises. The problem started when he introduced the third tier for $10 a month, which promised early access to SML videos. The problem with this though is that Logan would upload the videos just 15 minutes before they were uploaded on Patreon. But at least he delivered on this promise, where the same can't be said for these next two tiers, the $50 and the $100 tier. These tiers promise fans to either get a shout out in the description of the video or the video itself if they paid $100. However, despite over 30 fans signing up for the $100 tier, only a lucky few actually got shouted out. But it only gets worse with the next and most expensive tier of the Patreon.
I also had a tier for $500 that if you paid $500, you got any video idea you wanted made. 4 or 5 people paid $500, and then their video idea was, well, I want Jeffy and your characters to watch my channel and say how amazing my channel is and tell everyone to come subscribe to my channel. That's not really a video idea. Imagine SML movie, go subscribe to this guy's channel.
And as you could imagine, this only prompted more outrage from fans. My friend donated $100 for a shout out a long time ago, and so far he's never got it. I'm glad I didn't donate. I'm not even surprised at this point. This is all one big scam. This ended up causing so much backlash for Logan that he had to upload a 15-minute long apology video, where he basically said that a lot of people were scamming him by refunding the money donated to his Patreon, meaning that Logan basically gave them the reward for free. So shortly after this, Logan ended up shutting down the Patreon in late 2017, and since then, he's never spoke about it again. While the SML Patreon may be a big mistake, an even bigger one is him almost inviting EDP445 to be a full-time cast member for the channel. In February of 2017, the one and only cupcake lover himself, EDP445, wasn't in a great financial situation, but thankfully, his good friend Logan 30acre wanted to help him out. Yes, they were actually friends apparently. So on February 5th, Logan decided to fly out EDP to the 2017 Super Bowl, but little did he know, this would lead to a lot of dumb drama.
I'm so fucking appreciative and I'm so grateful, but at the same time, I refuse to get on my hands and knees and kiss your I refuse to get on my hands and knees and suck your He was like, you know what? I want to sign you to a 6-month contract in which you will be doing voice acting for my fucking puppets on my channel. You know, he always fed me this many about, oh my God, bro, you have the audience, you have the voice, you have the personality, you know, let's team up. I want to sign you to a 6-month contract, $5,000 a month.
Things were looking up for EDP until after the Super Bowl, when Logan decided to stop replying to EDP's messages.
Don't sit back and feed me a fake ass story. I'm over here blowing your phone up. I'm over here blowing your DM on Instagram up. I'm over here blowing your text messaging up. There's like, I hate a
But honestly, it was a good thing Logan ended up never hiring EDP, because just 4 short years later, he would be involved in the infamous cupcake incident, cementing him as one of the most controversial influencers on YouTube. But there's another SML character that is so controversial, he might as well have a reward for the most YouTube controversies. The character I'm talking about is Doofy the Dragon, and to make it even worse, Doofy the Dragon is now on YouTube Kids and is causing thousands of parents around the world to panic. No, I'm not even kidding. Over the past couple of years, people have started re-uploading old Doofy the Dragon clips from the OG Super Mario Logan channel. And to make it even worse, YouTube is flagging these videos as made for kids, making them appear on the YouTube Kids app. This would quickly cause a ton of concerns for parents, because if you've ever seen Doofy the Dragon, you would know he's anything but family friendly. This prompted one mom to finally speak out on TikTok about what was going on.
My son has been coming into my room anywhere from 9 to 11 o'clock at night, and he's crying, and he gives me a hug, and when I ask him what's wrong, he says, I just love you.
Then she proceeds to claim the next morning during breakfast, the kid said, quote, Mom, can you pass away happy so I don't have to off you?
And I'm like, what show? And he said, the Dragon Show. What Dragon Show? On what? Because I'm trying to pull it up. And he said on YouTube.
Man, good thing Logan hasn't brought him back, because Doofy would influence kids to do bad things. The Doofy the Dragon situation is crazy. Funniest shit I've ever seen. So, the same character that would get Logan demonetized in 2018, 6 years later in November of 2024 started getting recommended on YouTube Kids. However, they eventually corrected this mistake, but this wasn't Logan's fault or anything. This was just a mistake on YouTube's end. But while SML may not be directly involved in this drama, they are definitely involved with the next drama with GameCube Dude. GameCube Dude used to be an SML reaction channel, but he also had a podcast where he would interview various guests. And in 2017, he contacted one of the SML cast members, Lavelle, to come onto his podcast. GameCube Dude would do this repeatedly, constantly asking him to join his podcast. This got to the point where Lavelle started to get annoyed, but GameCube Dude would go on to just keep contacting him. And after this, Lavelle had enough. So he called GameCube Dude on an Instagram live stream and told him that he wasn't allowed to react to SML anymore, telling him to delete every SML reaction that he's ever posted. And after a while of screaming back and forth at each other over the phone, GameCube Dude privated almost everything on his channel. But unfortunately, his argument with Lavelle has now disappeared from the internet. But before GameCube Dude could completely vanish from YouTube, he would post one last time. Today is the day I give up on Super Mario Logan. The community is cancer because of Jeffy, and the creator has become too sensitive. At this time, Jeffy was universally hated by old fans. So Logan decided to play into it a little bit and have some fun. In 2017, Logan got completely demonetized by YouTube. So after a while of trying a variety of different things, he made a deal with YouTube that if he got his ads back on the Super Mario Logan channel, he would burn the Jeffy puppet and kill him off forever. And this actually ended up happening when on August 31st, he got his ads back on the channel, which came as a complete shock to everyone. However, when it was time for Logan to hold up his end of the bargain, he said in a vlog that he wasn't gonna burn Jeffy because he gave YouTube a deadline of July 20th, and they didn't give him his ads back in time. But let's be honest here, was he ever gonna burn Jeffy anyways? He makes Logan way too much money.
So they have until July 20th. So you see, guys, I clearly said that I was giving YouTube until July 20th to give me my ads back. And I did not get my ads back till August 31st. So no deal.
But you can't talk about greed without talking about Super Bam Inc., which is a company that Logan hired to copyright his content on YouTube. If you don't already know, in the summer of 2023, SML marathon videos were pulling millions upon millions of views. And someone, who I'll keep anonymous for this video, ended up reporting it to Anthony, who was one of the main SML cast members, which caused Anthony to talk to Logan's manager Wendy about the problem. Once she learned about how much money these compilations of SML videos were making, she decided to take action and hire a company called Super Bam Inc. to hold copyright of Logan's videos. Now, what this company does is it will search through every single video on YouTube, and if they find one using any of SML's content, a bot will automatically give it a claim, meaning Logan is now making money off of the re-uploaded SML content, which you think would fix the problem of SML marathon videos existing, right? Well, no, because believe it or not, it actually did nothing to the people making SML marathon videos. In fact, it only affected smaller content creators who were just doing innocent reaction videos.
All my other reactions are probably gonna get hit.
All these ones, all of them, all these ones are Super Incorporated.
They gotta keep going, man. They gotta keep going. 200. Is that not enough? Like, goddamn, please. Please, stop.
The guys who make these marathon videos stealing Logan's content have gotten smart. So smart to the point where they put their own copyrighted music at the end of the 3-hour-long marathon. And then they get to claim it, claiming all of the ad revenue on the video. Super Bam has even gotten so bad to the point where it affects some of my videos on this channel. So please subscribe because I've already lost a ton of money due to these claims. But whatever happened to Froggy Company, who if you didn't know, Froggy Company was a massive inspiration for Logan when he was starting the channel in 2007. Logan would later become friends with Froggy Company, giving him pointers and advice on what characters to use. But this would all backfire a few years later when Super Mario Logan actually started seeing some success on YouTube. And this made Froggy Company reach back out to Logan and demand that he pays him all the money that the Super Mario Logan channel has made. And that's not even the worst part, because he even demanded the password for the channel. Froggy Company wanted his entire channel, just because of a few bits of advice. And when Logan obviously turned down Froggy Company, he decided to start making hate YouTube poop videos on him, calling him gay and all sorts of stuff. And then when Logan reported him and got his account suspended, people started saying that Logan made him unalive himself, which he obviously didn't do because he then made another account and started hating on him again. Eventually though, he backed off and we haven't heard from him since. But nothing in this video can compare to the SML group chat. This is by far one of the most obscure SML controversies. So let me explain. In late 2019, Logan made a group chat with him and some of his fans who were more than likely underage. Then Tito allegedly proceeded to post inappropriate pictures of him in a strip club, which is actually considered a federal crime. Chili was also in this group chat and responded to Tito saying she wasn't angry, but worried about all the women that have been exposed without their permission. Personally, I would have been more focused on the children who had to see that and how bad this would look for Logan. And what's crazy is that we never even knew about this until a couple years ago in 2023, when a Twitter user named Mr. Mason II brought up the incident while responding to a tweet about the cheating allegations. After that, a guy named Baby Lamb Creations on Twitter responded to this and posted the evidence on YouTube, which is now deleted. And this caused outrage. There was a whole hashtag on Twitter called Down with SML. People were calling Logan a PDF file and mass unsubscribing from his channel, and he would have gotten canceled if it wasn't only for a small handful of people knowing about it and his young target audience. But let me know if I missed any controversies down in the comments below, and click on this video on screen right here. I'm sure you'll love it.